Founders Live is the global venue for modern entrepreneurs, especially during these very challenging times. The direct impact of COVID-19 is currently being felt around the world, and it could get worse before it gets better. We are here to help you through these challenging times by connecting you to the people, information, and resources meant to move you forward as you start your next project.
We see an opportunity to bring the resources and capital and connections to the people that need it and the people that can use it, no matter where they live in the world. My honest opinion is, no matter what the economic climate is in the world, Founders Live can be important. In the good times, when it's booming, we're here to help grow companies and have them access capital that's flowing around the world and really be a fun, great event and global platform that powers entrepreneurship. In the tough times, we actually think we can be the answer, given the fact that if people are actually getting laid off and unemployment starts rising, well, the choice to start their own business is front and center, and Founders Live is right there to help them grow. I believe the secret sauce of Founders Live lies in the combination of these three words: inspiration, education, and entertainment. Inspiration is rooted in the energy and the passion that every single attendee has. The education is the information that we're bringing to people that they otherwise couldn't find. Founders Live Online helps solve entrepreneurs' daily challenges. If you have a question that you're just wondering, like, I don't know what to do here, you simply need to just type it into Founders Live and someone else will answer it right there for you. And the entertainment is the fun. We believe business should be fun, we believe it should be casual, and we believe it should be inspirational. Founders Live is the perfect place for you to connect with other entrepreneurs and to be inspired.
Founders Live Prime Time, the live stream global celebration of entrepreneurship and a competition of the top 25 startups from the 5 regions of the world, consisting of entertainment, inspiration, education, and social connections. Come along with us as we discover who will make it to Founders Livefest on December 1st. Get your tickets today. Hello. Welcome to Founders Live Primetime Wild Card Week. We are so excited to have you here today, and I am so excited to be here. I am Nick Hughes. I'm the founder and CEO of Founders Live, and I'm going to welcome our co-host for the day. I'm going to bring on Elizabeth from Poland. Elizabeth, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very fine, and I'm super excited to co-host your event. So welcome everyone, and will be very happy to present you a little bit more what's going on in my city and introduce you to all our winners from previous editions.
Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you so much for joining us and hosting this event. And hey, everyone, thank you for joining us. We are so excited to be here. Please share with us, where are you joining from in the comments? We have a comment section on this video. This is YouTube. Say hello. Look at this. We've got some people already saying hello, joining in. We want you to be in this event, excited, bring the energy. So come on, everyone. Where are you joining from today? Share with us. Look at that. We got Miami, Florida. Where else? I'm sure you're over there somewhere in, Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Look at that, Janet. Thank you so much. Everyone, share with us. Where are you at? Wes is joining us from Nashville, Tennessee. By the way, everyone, Nashville has Founders Live Day. We've got someone presenting as a finalist from Nashville today. And then later today, we have Founders Live Nashville in-person event. We're so excited. Elizabeth, hey, welcome, and just share with us a little bit about you and Founders Live Gdansk in Poland, and just how are you doing today, and share with us a little bit about what's going on.
Oh, so today I just came back from my company retreat, so I'm fully relaxed and I'm happy to tell you a little bit more about my city. Gdansk, beautiful city, one of the best cities in Poland, so welcome here. And what can I tell you? We have pretty much growing startup ecosystem here. And so if you are planning to open your business or find amazing tech talents, just feel free to connect with me. I will introduce you to right people. Recently, we also organized really nice study tour for our Hungarian friends. So we introduced to our VCs, to accelerators, so they also learn what is available for them. So it was really interesting. Yes, so a part of Founders Live, I represent Startup Hansa. Is about building a startup ecosystem and connecting with different hubs globally. So if you're willing to connect your city to Gdansk and start collaborating with us, just contact me directly on LinkedIn, and I will be very happy to set up a call with you and talk what we can do together. And also, I'm part of the team, NurtureTalk team. I'm super proud of our software agency because when it comes to Clutch, it's a client review platform. We are #1 globally when it comes to artificial intelligence and machine learning. So guys, if you want to work with the best, just let me know. So this is from me.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. It's so great to have you here, and you're going to be with us all of this event. So really, really excited. And we're going to have a group discussion, a little bit of a panel discussion around entrepreneurial equality and activity. And that's going to come up here in a few minutes. So I'm going to pull you off. I'm going to walk through some slides and basically just tell a little bit about Founders Live as well as what we're going to expect today. Sound good?
Amazing.
All right. We'll see you soon. Okay. So I am so excited here. I'm going to walk through a little bit as we get going. Just what are we looking at today? What are we doing? And what should we expect for this event? As you can see, look, this is the 5th and final regional event of Founders Live Primetime. It's our global series of celebrations and competitions to see who goes to Livefest 2021, which is on December 1st. For the final competition, as well as our gathering for our world. So as we move through here, I just want to share with you, please share this YouTube link, like this video. So you can see there's a plus button in there. Do us a favor and like that, share it out to your community. Let's bring more people and celebrate Founders Live, the wildcard event. So we are powering entrepreneurship around the world. Again, like this video, please share this out. Share this out to your community and be helpful as we are viewing this event. Also want to remind you, we have a chat room that is available for you to join in watching the event with your the attendees here. You'll notice down below, I've got that. We're going to keep that on there, chat.founderslive.com. You can watch the event as well as have a little private room chat that you can hang out with other attendees and meet them. So feel free to join in, chat.founderslive.com. We thank Buzzit for being a partner of ours through these events. This is a global celebration. We have an opening conversation, we've got a pitch competition, and we have networking and connecting if you would like afterwards. So Founders Live Primetime is a collection of 5 different events that we have had throughout the last 5 weeks. We had North America on October 13th, Latin America on October 20th, great events here. APAC event was October 27th. Africa was last week, awesome event. Today we have the final event, Wildcard. These are celebrations of entrepreneurship. Please join in the Founders Livefest event on December 1st. It's the final event of the winners of all these events. Plus, we have an amazing special guest and surprises for you all. So please come in here. Today's agenda, we are excited. We are going to have a great panel discussion around entrepreneurial quality. We have some special guests here. Pepe is not going to be able to join us in. He's the city leader from Madrid, Spain, but we have Anita, we have Diana, and Elizabeth will join in. We're going to talk about some really cool stuff that's happening in the Europe area, as well as global entrepreneurship. We then are going to hear from some community partners. We have Now Capital partners. We're going to hear a short message from Spaces. We're going to hear about our Founders Live Academy and a bit of an update on our podcast. And then I'm going to talk about what's next with Founders Live. You cannot wait for that. And then we have our pitch competition. We have 5 awesome presenters from around the world. Just you wait. Who's going to win there? And then we can hang around for networking afterwards. So again, we want to thank Buzzit. You see down below there, chat.founderslive. If you want to join in with other people that are watching this, feel free to jump in there. Simple and easy. The live stream is actually in there as well, so you're not going to miss anything. All right, what is Founders Live? We are empowering the pulse of entrepreneurship around the world. We connect people with knowledge, resources, give them exposure for their success around the world. I started Founders Live in Seattle in 2014. It's now quickly expanding around the world. We have reached roughly about 85, 86 cities around the world, 26 countries. You can see there's hundreds of thousands of people. We have much more expansion to do next year. We're really excited. If you want to start Founders Live in your city, expand.founderslive.com. That's all you need to type into your browser. It'll take you to a form. Fill it out. Let us know where you want to expand it. We will talk with you, and we're excited if we could bring you on to our leadership team. I want to talk about our core values real quick, which is the most important thing within Founders Live and why we are expanding to all those cities around the world. First and foremost, what we say is respectful authenticity. Really what this is what we call entrepreneurial equality. We believe everyone should be included. We believe everyone should have access to success, no matter what they look like, no matter how they identify, no matter what gender they identify with, no matter what language they speak. You deserve entrepreneurial equality, and that's why you are a part of Founders Live. Spread that all over the world. Secondly, gather around the campfire. Hey, we're all storytellers. We're telling our vision of the future, and we just use the concept of gathering around the campfire is really find your campfire and your community and entertain and tell your vision of the future. Thirdly, open the door. This is an important one for me. Do great things for people without expecting a return. Send that intro email. Give them a bit of help and advice. Connect them with people that they might not be connected with or opportunities they're not connected with. And it comes back to you. Trust me. So please, we just ask you to do great things for people and open the door. Lastly, this is a fun one. We say no name tags. No one's really wearing a name tag here, but more importantly, it's we just say, hey, have more fun and don't be awkward in the experience, especially when we go back into in person. We're all about having fun here in business. So again, reminder, please like this video, share it out. Let's get this room rocking. We want to support these entrepreneurs that have made it thus far into this experience. Join the chat if you want. We're really, really excited about that. All right, everyone. We are very, very pumped and excited to have a panel discussion around what we call entrepreneurial equality. And, I just want to remind you, everyone, look at this. We got Bill Sablon there from Now CFO. What a great partner and sponsor. We're going to hear from their partners, Now Capital, very soon after this. But feel free to continue to use those comments. This event is for you. This is not necessarily for just the presenters. We want you to feel a part of this event. So use those comments, please. All right. And we are ready to bring in back is Elizabeth, and we're going to bring on Diana and Anita, and I'm going to relieve. There we go. Ladies, how are we doing today?
Fantastic. Great.
All right. I am so excited for you all to join us today. What I would like to do first, before we go into our conversation around our panel discussion around entrepreneurial equality, I would like all of you to introduce yourself. And, we heard from Elizabeth before, but let's go with Anita first. Share with us, introduce yourself. Where are you? And just a little brief, and then we're going to go around a little group conversation here.
Yes, sure. So first of all, thank you for having me here. I'm so excited and thankful for being part of such a great event. I am based in Warsaw. My everyday job is to promote, first educate, later promote tech companies to let them be visible, understand by the clients, what do they do, how they are working. I also run a community of women, strong women in IT, which is now 200 women in our previous report, but in the whole we have 6,000 people interested in what we are doing right now. So this is a great numbers. And our main goal is to simply promote women at C-level and managerial position, because there are a lot of initiatives to promote women, but there are really a few that focus on this top managers who are still need some support and sharing their thoughts. And I am advisors in one of the VC funds from Delaware. So I'm also working with different startups from fintech and crypto from US. So that's me. Thank you.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you so much. And Diana, welcome to the conversation. Welcome to Founders Live. And tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Hi, everyone. So thank you for having me here. I'm also glad to be a part of Anita's report about strong women in IT. So thank you, Anita, for including me. So I'm Diana. I'm one of the founding partners at Smoke Ventures, and we do pre-seed and seed investments into early stage startups, into software and game-led companies in CE region. And I'm also co-founder of ReactorX, which is acceleration program for early stage startups. We are getting startups from idea stage to the first funding.
Very good. And just to clarify, is it Smoke Ventures?
Smok. So Smok actually is a dragon, but in Polish. So we're looking for dragon companies. So there are unicorns and dragons.
Very good. Yeah, thank you. I like that. I like that. All right, everyone, here we go. We just in the last few years, we as Founders Live started to use the term entrepreneurial quality. And those two words are interesting as you put them together. And, the question I like to ask is, what does that mean to you? So Elizabeth, we'll start with you. And, I know that you've come on with Founders Live as a city leader there in Poland, and so excited, but, just from what does entrepreneurial quality mean to you? And, how do you strive to bring it forth with Founders Live and the other work you do there in Poland?
So maybe I will tell you like my point of view, because I know that Anita is going to have longer speech than mine, but personally for me it's giving equality for men and women to have the same possibility when it comes to the job market, different work positions. So I think, and having no biases when it comes to performing different job, because women as much as men, they can, maybe not all positions, not all jobs can do the same, but I think we should give a chance to women and men to, because right now what I observe is like it's many women, they want to kind of fight against men. And I think this is also not the right way, but I think we should respect and give a chance to women and men to apply to different job position. And this is, short answer from me. I will not develop anything longer for now.
Well, this is good. No, look, everyone has their own view on it, and that's the beauty. But really, those two words together, they really mean an important message of what we do call entrepreneurial quality in terms of, deserving the opportunity for success. That's really, really important. Anita, let's go with you first, or you next. What are your thoughts on that, and how do you strive to improve it?
Yeah, and I must say that this is really interesting term, because when I think about psychological, because I have PhD in social science, and this psychological part and also this philosophical part is here really interesting, because when you think about equality as a term, this is really difficult to have it, because we are not like we don't have like a form from sand and we are making everyone exactly the same. So from the beginning, everyone is not equal, but we all have our strengths and weaknesses. And this is how all this movement connected with diversity is going and is based on. So to work on your strength and be aware of your weaknesses. And this is what I'm really for. I am for knowing what I'm good at and looking for people who are better at numbers, who are more analytics, because I'm creative. So for me, entrepreneurial equity is something really interesting, and I think it still needs to be determined what exactly people think about it, because I think that you have to be smart to fight for your rights, but not maybe fight, maybe just stress things that you are good at, and don't be biased, of course, as Elizabeth said, but also focus on what you can find in others people, to work on your strengths, not weaknesses. So this is for me the main idea, that this is the right, that inside me, that the right approach.
Yeah, thank you. I like that. And it is it's amazing, different parts of the world have just a slightly different viewpoints on what this could mean. And that's, again, the beauty of Founders Live. Diana, share with us a little bit your thoughts on the subject of entrepreneurial equality, especially with Smoke Ventures.
Well, I think Elizabeth and Anita pretty much said it all, but for me, in short, it's leveling up the chances for everyone. It doesn't matter where you come from, who you are, and who you are. Opening possibilities, helping also to see the possibilities for people who don't always think they are open for them, and deleting biases in how we think, how we assess other people, and how we assess startups also that are coming to us.
Great. And I want to, bring in the next thought and question here around, how do we create more opportunities, not just, not just for maybe the underrepresented, but this is a little bit more shift around now, just opportunities that you're all seeing, especially in you all are over there in Europe, and I'm over here in the United States, and there might be some different shifts and movements and opportunities, but how do we create more, whether it's from the venture side that you're doing or others. But Elizabeth, let's share with you first, maybe even wrap in what some of the things that you all are doing over there to help early stage companies and startups grow.
Well, so I think when it comes to creating more opportunities, I will steal something from one of the core values that Founders Life presents, and it's like one of them is respect for authenticity, and I think this is something that opens us on different people. So, like, without any bias, we create different opportunities, create more opportunities for people. So when we're authentic, I think other people can also feel this. There is no any fake things, and I think this is something that when we are open with each other, at the same time we are able to create something better. There is a synergy and other things. And also the other thing is what I like to do, and I do naturally, it's like give first quality. Like giving first is something that not many people, I think startups in general, they are like more open because, they are looking for different possibilities. But when you go to different, highly, I would say, highly succeeded, I don't know if such a sentence exists, but like if you go to some of the people, they look at you and they already calculate if it's worth it to be your friend, to make a deal with you, and and making like such an intro. Like, for example, I represent also startup Hansa, and it's sometimes voluntarily work. So whoever will contact me, I don't calculate if there will be any business, but if somebody needs somebody from local ecosystem players, I just connect with them. So if I know I can help, I can help. So I think giving first quality, this is something that opens up, open us and open to different opportunities.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I love how you wrapped in the core values, and that's why they're there. That's why they're there. Anita, your thoughts on just really how do we open more opportunities, expand, really help early stage companies continue to grow?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe in the idea of paid forward. This is something that truly resonates with me. And I think that everything in the universe simply comes back to you. Maybe not in deals, but in great feelings, in simply new network. But when it comes to simply women, because this is a subject that I'm strictly deep dive and go deeper each year. Last year, we created a report, and this is unfortunately still in Polish, but next year we'll be having this in English. It is Strong Leaders Create an IT. So it was about what exactly companies are doing to support, to help women grow their career and business. And we discovered that there are four sections where companies can focus on when it comes to employing women and helping them grow. And this is recruitation. So how do you prepare all those projects connected with how you find your people, how you create advertisement and all this information that you are looking for someone. Education, so how you put information about how to educate those women, whether you have some certain programs, mentoring, leadership, etc. How career path, so whether you know how to lead this woman, and extremely important for me, maternity and taking care of others. So what exactly companies are doing to help women grow, and I think this is absolutely crucial to have such a policy insight to, by these processes, by this structure, help them. But when it comes to women in business also, I think that's such an initiative that we are doing through women to let others share their thoughts, learn from peer to peer how they life hack different things, how they are working, how they're doing. Just this common sharing your knowledge, and this is what exactly you are doing with your community, which I'm really grateful for, such an initiative and projects, and thank you for doing this. Also, sharing your experience is crucial to because it's helped us to resonate, to find ourselves in a situation that someone is holding or having. So I think that's the crucial part here.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Diana. How do you view, in terms of opening up other opportunities, and especially with Smoke Ventures over there? What are your thoughts on that topic?
Yeah, so I would get back a bit into the history, because before Smoke we created Reactor, which is like a startup hub in Warsaw. In 2011 it was created, and I think it's mostly about creating inclusive community where people can feel that they are welcome to come. So we had students, we had serial founders, VCs, like anyone who wanted to be a part of startup community. They felt that the doors are open, and we had startup events like with pizza, beer, and so on. So it was like networking. You can come talk about your ideas, like about whatever, and everyone felt welcome, and never felt like they cannot talk with anyone. So for example, when I first came to the startup events and I was kind of no one, I started talking with one of the best VCs in Poland, and it was like like a conversation, and it was like a great also starter for me. So it's about this inclusive communities, also about education, like mentoring options. So people who already are successful, that I think that's great if they are willing to participate in acceleration programs. Like as Smoke, we always take part in acceleration programs, in demo days, in mentoring sessions with starting founders. So we want to be connected to them, and I think it's easy to get to us. It's easy to have a chat with us, to start the conversation going. And I think, as also Anita is showing, the role models in the community, role models which are open to talk with people who are still trying to get into the ecosystem, for example. So Anita's report is showing those role models, so it's easier to get to them, it's easier to find them, easier to check their path, kind of.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like many different of opportunities.
I like that.
Connections.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. And you know, a question from the group. I just want to bring this up, and we have Matt is really just submitting a thought here around you know, how do we get around the big voice of long-term entrepreneurs who win all the accolades in public view? And you know, I'm going to paraphrase this a little bit, which is, I think maybe Matt, what you are saying or asking is, you know, it tends to be like the media and everyone, it kind of focuses on the very small, select few, very successful entrepreneurs. And there's all of us out here that we're talented, we do great things, but we're not, because of the, they're getting all the public view and accolades, you know, the other voices aren't being heard as much. And, you know, I'll just point out that this is why we do what we do. This is why Founders Live is so important. And, you know, we focus on early stage entrepreneurs, and we create a platform like this. We create environments, events, and experiences that can help the voices of people that aren't the very, you know, large, successful, billionaire, you know, entrepreneurs. We give them an opportunity to share their vision. And going forward, you know, we will continue doing this in many ways. And look, you know, we hope that this inspires others to do it too, right? Like, the whole point here is, if we create more opportunity for voices that aren't as celebrated and heard, I think everyone wins, right? So, you know, we don't want to be the only, you know, party in town. We want to make sure that there's more of these. So, you know, we only have a few more minutes, but you know, Elizabeth, do you have any thoughts on that? Which basically what Matt is really asking and showing here is, you know, people do see that there's a very few amount of people that are getting all the attention, and the noise is going there, and then there's not a lot of room for everyone else. So, you know, what are your thoughts on that? Or is there any ways that you think in Poland, in addition to Founders Live, that can really help surface, you know, underrepresented founders?
Definitely, you already covered a lot with your answer, Nick. So what can I add? When it comes to Gdansk, we have our startup Hansa. It's like more think tank. So this is also initiative that helps like early stage startups connect with the local VC. The venture capitalists also, not only local one, but also with Diana and all other accelerators. So we do our best to exchange different available programs for startups. So whoever is in our community, even if it's small, we share and we connect with each other on the regular basis. So this is what we do here.
Very good. Thank you. Last words here on that, you know, thought or topic, Anita. How do we continue to, you know, surface the voices that aren't being heard as much?
Yeah, you know, I must say that I'm not truly agree with this, what Matt said, because my job is to make my you know, startup visible. And I see one interesting point, that everyone was small at the beginning. Everyone was starting somehow. So don't want to be Elon Musk from the beginning. Just know that this takes time. So you have to be patient, be consistent, be persistent in what you are doing, and try to find different ways of explaining what exactly you are doing. Try to find the different ways of finding the right people, because I truly know that those who are these big voices, they are also humans. You know, you can approach them, you can write them on LinkedIn, you can ask for advice, you can ask whether you can call me and give me some support, or maybe link me with someone. On the other hand, there are so many initiatives, so many projects like you have, to simply practice, because this is about practicing public speaking, networking, looking for certain possibilities to present what you are doing, and learning how to present in the most approachable, attractive way for others. So I would say that this is simply a matter of time that you will become visible, but you have to make it real. You have to work for it, and not just sit in the corner and wait when someone is finds you.
Thank you. Absolutely. I love that. Don't sit in the corner. you got to take action as well. Diana, last words here.
Absolutely.
Last words.
Yeah, so I would say, yeah, take action, be proactive, and create your own chances. Like one of the examples we have just invested into a startup which is founded by two 21-year-olds. So but they're very active. They're not afraid to reach out to anyone in Europe. Doesn't matter how high they stand. They just reach out. They talk with people. They create their own chances, and they have just been also published in press articles about them, what they're doing. So you don't have to. You can create your own chances and be visible. So work on that.
All right. Well, we are at the end of this conversation. We are out of time. We could probably stay here for an hour or two, but I want to thank you all. Thank you both, Anita and Diana, for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, let's
Thanks
just
for having us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And let's continue this take action to make impact around the world. All right. Thank you all. And we're going to move on here. So we'll see you later. So we're going to remove them there. So nice. So nice. We appreciate you. Elizabeth. All right. We are going to move on and we are going to hear from our partners. So I'm going to pull you off and we're going to hear from Now Capital Advisors. We're really, really excited about this. We'll see you soon, Elizabeth.
See you.
All right. All right, everyone. That was just an amazing conversation. Thank you all. And thank you all for being a part of the discussions here. Love these discussions. Look at that, Kemi. Nice to see you and great discussions here. But we are excited to move on to our next discussion here. And we have our partners that are going to join us here. We have Andrew and John from Now Capital Partners. So excited to have these gentlemen here to really help us discuss what is available for you entrepreneurs. John and Andrew, welcome to Founders Live Wildcard.
Thanks, Nick. Great to be here.
Absolutely. This is really exciting. We're really appreciative of Now CFO as well as Now Capital Partners as you all work together in support of Founders Live. So you both have a bit of a discussion to share with us.
Yeah.
To hear this, feel free to share your slides there, and we will pop those slides on. And really excited to have you both here. There you go. I'm going to pop down and I'm going to allow you both the stage for a bit of time. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks, Nick. Yeah. So, hey, everyone out there, glad to be with you. We are Now Capital Advisors. We're a partner with Now CFO, essentially a sister company. We spun out of Now CFO, really focusing on helping early stage companies understand what the capital raise process looks like. Ultimately, our team, we have different backgrounds. Myself, I was trained as a VC analyst, understanding what venture investors are looking for. John here, his background's in kind of a transactional CFO role, and then our other partner, Joe Milam, was trained in private equity. So we bring a lot to the table here. But I want to give John an opportunity to kind of go into how we think about projects, processes, and how we help our clients specifically around early stage capital raise.
Yeah, so a lot of the people that we're speaking with, they actually describe this before we even tell them that this is a product, and that's kind of the capital raise roadmap. So early on, we have discovery, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to give them the value today, what we think we could get in an open market transaction based upon your value, what you could get down the road based on the multiples we're seeing in comparables that we're able to draw from software and from different comp sites and software that we use, and also knowing what the initial target investors would be, because not wanting to have any more exposure than absolutely necessary, starting very specific and then growing outwards. even if you're at the point where you may be 5 years away, maybe you just did your friends and family raise, you need to raise a little bit of money for a Series A, but you're looking towards an exit 5-10 years from now. We run the capital roadmap, and we're going to go through this discovery, and we're going to say, here's what we think you're worth now. And if you're not happy with that, and you're not happy with raising, and we can't figure out how to do it on debt or how to do it on your own cash, then we may not go into a transaction, and we will set milestones for you to hit. So how do we do that discovery one? That's the backward engineered. We're going to get you, here's what it is today. Here's your metrics and how we're getting to this valuation. And then here's where you could be tomorrow. And then being an accountability force. So we hold you accountable as well as the people on your staff. And that's a really positive thing for me, because being held accountable is so difficult for business owners and entrepreneurs that are essentially answering to no one but maybe a board that they set themselves or some of their early investors. We need that the same way we need this community. And we're talking specifics. We're talking exact milestones to hit and metrics. So you can see here on the capital roadmap questionnaire, we let you score yourself, or the client score themselves, and then we score. And we're testing this in early on discovery and in step one, as we're going through your evaluation. We're saying, hey, if you have reviewed financials, you're ready for an exit. If you have figured out recurring revenues where you can go from a 0.8 or a 1x multiple to a 15, 20x, if you're on recurring that are really strong, your contracts have revenue recognition factored in, your cancellations, and you're not discounting on a discount, you get this huge impact. And then some of the obvious ones like customer concentration. So we really let you understand what your path forward looks like, no matter where you're on the path. We want to go from your institutional seed raise to your Series A to being able to gain inorganic growth by helping you buy other companies, and finally, eventually an exit in anywhere you are right now.
Yeah, thanks, John. Yeah, that's a great overview of how we help companies understand where they're at, understand how they need to get prepared as a company to go through either a capital raise process or an M&A transaction, and then what they need from a preparatory point of view, from an investor package, from a data room perspective to then enter that process. And then we view it as a stage gate. So once you finish phase 2 stage gate, you move into phase 3, and that's where we come into the play as registered investment bankers. We take this approach, a very rigorous approach to finding investors, finding buyers, exactly how an investment bank would. And so we run essentially a CRM. We have an investor list, we have a buyers list. We help companies from a bandwidth perspective. So we know founders, entrepreneurs need to be busy running their company, growing their company. Raising capital can be very time intensive or resource intensive. And that's where we can come in as bandwidth and subject matter experts in the process. And so that's how we help facilitate the process, and ultimately our goal is to move to a successful financing as fast as possible. From a timing perspective, phase 1 and phase 2, we're in discovery to what John described. We're building the materials. We want to take 4 weeks in that process, usually, to get in the weeds with the company, understand their industry, understand their business, and really understand all the factors that are at play that's going to make an investor see this venture opportunity as attractive investment. And then once we get into market, we can move quickly. Every deal is different, but we usually spend a month or 2 in the market getting term sheets, getting LOIs, and then we're in the process of facilitating due diligence, getting the data room spun up, and getting all those things closed, and ultimately to close the deal. Yeah, so that's the presentation. I am happy to connect with everyone. I think Nick's going to share our contact information at the end of the presentation, and that's my personal email right there for anyone out there that wants to connect. Happy to have a conversation. So we specialize in early stage capital raise, And you're happy to have a conversation with anyone that's looking to get into market and find some investors.
Thank you, Andrew. Really, really appreciate it. Again, everyone, there's an email, feel free to reach out. And look, no matter what phase and really stage you're in, it's never too early to engage with these advisors and experts to really help you make the right decision for your stage for capital and financing. I love it. So thank you both. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Great.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to pull you off, and feel free to, we're going to have you leave the back room here because we got to make room for our presenters that are coming up next. So thank you guys so much.
I'm sure they're better. Yeah.
Bye-bye. All right. So great. Well, so cool to hear from them on that. And we have a special guest. I'm going to bring up another one of our city leaders here. We have got Pepe. Simon,
hi.
How are you? Welcome.
Hi, Nick.
Yes, from Madrid. Thank you so much for joining us, Pepe. What's going on, man?
Hi, Nick. I'm very glad to stay here. You know that the first time I was at the panel, I was great to stay, but I had a final trip that I was to attend to my clients. But I cannot lose the chance to say hi to all the community. You know that I'm a big fan of Founders Live since day one, because the thing that brings this community to all of the startup entrepreneurship is so great. And if it's great in one city, unite different kind of entrepreneurs, so in different places of the world, I think that it's fantastic, it's great, and continues with this aim of Founders Life to help and to bring these new entrepreneurships and in these first steps and help theirs to this visibility and to this pitch competition that I think that is great.
Yeah. It's so good to see you. I guess maybe just a quick question here before we get moving along. What's going on in Spain? What are you excited about? Especially we're ending the year, we're turning into 2022. What are you excited about as we go into the new year?
I want to come back to the presential events. I want to come to this networking hour that brings us so much contact, that I know that online is great, but you know that these contacts that you could make at this networking hour are so great, and continue bring new ideas and new concepts I have for Founders Life for the community in Madrid, and continue growing, because as I told you, I came first with Founders Life because I love the concept and help these first entrepreneurs. So I want to grow this and continue bring value and to the community.
Oh, great. Yeah. And we've had some discussions internally, with our internal team here. And, look, as we do, this is, prime time events. They will obviously continue. We're even excited for next year already.
Yeah.
And look, at some point, the Livefest event might end up being in person, like a very large kind of big event at the end of the year. And maybe we look at Madrid, I think we're looking at, over the years, maybe there's a big event that happens in person in Madrid, or we look at, London or, Buenos Aires, or, we can start picking all these cities, but man, that would give me an excuse to travel over there to Europe and be in Spain for a while. So can't wait for that to happen.
Yes, for sure. I think we talked before COVID that you are having this idea to came to Madrid. So hope soon we could make it, and you could know the community in Madrid and all the teams.
Can't wait.
Good luck.
Yeah.
The last words. Good luck to all the startups to pitch. I think that all are great, and good luck.
Perfect. Thank you, Pepe. Good to see you. We're gonna pull you off.
You are doing great.
Yeah. Right. Bye-bye. Thank you. Awesome. So good to hear from Pepe on that, and love it. Can't wait to see things continue forward there in Spain. All right. So we have our next message, quick message from Spaces. We're very, very excited to have Spaces a part of the group here and support our event. And we're going to share a quick video, and I'm just pulling it up here. There we go. And we have got that. So we thank Spaces so much for being a part of this. Let's hear from them.
Every day is different, and so is every you. Workspace, headspace, long speeches or small talk, your needs can change by the hour. Dream up the past or draw up the future, it's up to you. So whichever side you happen to be today, and whatever it is you might need tomorrow, we're here. Offices designed around you. Spaces.
We appreciate Spaces as one of our great partners. We're going to hear more from them in the Livefest event, really talking about the future of work and co-working. And I know we all have the kind of that question of like, okay, past pandemic, what does co-working look like? And, we're excited to hear from them in December 1st. So please be aware of that and all that. Next message here is actually around our podcast and our academy. So I'm going to let you listen in on what's going to happen going into next year. All right, here we go.
Hey guys, we just wanted to let you know about the next Founders Live Academy, going to be hosted by Gary and myself. My name is Alex Resnick. I am the president of Evolve Leadership.
And I am Gary Malcolm with Key Growth Coaching and Consulting. Really excited. Founders Live Academy, essential education for the modern entrepreneur.
That's right. So whether your startup has been around for years or you're still in early stage product development, Founders Live Academy is your dedicated training resource for everything you need to know to launch and scale your business. But hey, in the meantime, we're going to be launching the Founders Live free training series, which is every first and third Thursday of the month. Again, every first and third Thursday of the month, where we're going to be covering topics that are essential to helping you grow your business. So whether that's sales and leadership, finance, marketing, product development, each time is going to be dedicated to an important topic you're going to need to scale your business.
And what's really great is this is interactive. You're going to be practicing and learning and actually doing something on the court with us, right? So it's a really fantastic way to do this. So the first and third Thursday of each month, find us on the Founders Live LinkedIn page for events and also founderslive.com. Look forward to seeing you at our next training.
Thanks, guys.
Hey everyone, just want to jump in here and share a little bit about our Founders Live podcast. Yes, we have a podcast. If you have not been listening, we interview and talk with entrepreneurs from all around the world, people from early stage startups that actually pitch at our events to more established companies, people building brands, people creating really amazing companies. And we publish one, if not two, a week. And if you're not listening to this, you're missing out. So please check out the Founders Live podcast amongst all the other things that we offer. You can search it on Google, the Founders Live podcast. You can go podcast.founderslive. You can find it there. But then follow it. We're on, Apple. We're on Google store, like Google platform. We're on Amazon. We're on all Spotify. So you can find us there. Listen to us on your favorite platform. Please give us a rating and share it with your community. Hopefully it helps you.
Hello, Founders Live family. Nick Zeisler here. I hope you're enjoying this great time of year, prime time, as we build toward the exciting conclusion at Livefest in December. The team here at Founders Live is cooking up lots of great new programming for our members. I'm excited to share with you that one of those new features will be a video interview series unlike what you've ever seen before. The details are still being worked, but the bottom line is that I'll have the honor of sitting down with winners of our city pitch competitions, participants in the primetime events, and entrepreneurs all over the world talking about their businesses, their journeys, and most of all, celebrating them and the Founders Live community. It's all coming up in the next few weeks, and I can't wait to share these great conversations with you, our Founders Live friends. Stay tuned until then, and I'll see you online.
Oh man, what a voice. What a voice, huh? We appreciate Z. We call him Z, his Nick, but Z. We love to have Z a part of our team, and he's got just the greatest voice, doesn't he? So really excited. But before we get to this pitch competition, I am excited to share with you some important news and what's next in Founders Live. Here we go. Buckle up, because this is really, really exciting and very, very important as we go into the new year and Livefest in a few weeks. We are announcing Founders Live digital assets and NFTs. This is really, really exciting and just so cool that we're starting to do this. So what we're going to talk about today real quick is really what we call company colors. It's a new concept. We're going to share with you a little bit about that. The city event tokens, that's coming down the line, and we are going to release some cool things associated with all the Founders Live cities, as well as all the events that happen around the world. We are also looking at rolling out next year what we're going to really call essentially a community coin or a community token that will end up being a common currency within Founders Live that results in a better global community. I will touch on that in a few minutes. But you might have heard about NFTs and tokens and coins. Yes, they can be confusing for sure, but they're very useful. So allow us to illustrate and show you and even lead the charge to help you understand that these aren't scary. They are useful and really, really cool. We're excited to bring them to you. So the Founders Live Primetime, these company colors and these digital assets are a part of our crowdsourcing, or should I say your crowdsourcing, of the winner's prize for Founders Live Primetime. The entire event for the Livefest event, the winner of the Livefest event, we are crowdsourcing, and actually we're announcing it today, all the finalists. So the winner of this event will go into those top 5 that will pitch at Livefest. And they're all going to receive a cash award that is crowdfunded from all the audience, everyone's participation in purchasing these digital assets, up to $25,000 US. So we are announcing startup company colors. What is that? Well, as you can see, these are really amazingly cool designed digital assets. These are essentially like collectible, like sports cards, but they're for the presenting startup founders. We've created 25 of all the 25 finalists, the 5 of each region of these events, and especially the wild card today. We have these company colors that are essentially an NFT. And they've got a lot of cool information on there about the startup and the company. You see that QR code. If you scan it, you go to their pitch video and you learn more. You can go to their website. It's really, really cool. So we have released for each one of these, only 99 are available for purchase. These are purchased. These are priced at, it's actually a little higher because we're seeing really an all-time high of Ethereum right now, but these are priced at roughly about, it's about $130, $35 each. And so it's a 0.028 ETH. If those are strange words to you, we'll help you learn that. But these are collectibles. I know it's a little bit of content there, but these, by purchasing a company colors, you own a limited token, a limited NFT that is really only, there's only about 100 available in the world for each one of these startups. That also gives you access to our premium community that is priced at $600 a year US, so roughly about $55, $60 per month. You, by just spending roughly about $130 US, you get our premium membership experience that is equal to $600 US. Easy math there. So these are limited in nature. You get access to our community and a bunch of other things. You own a piece of Founders Live history, and we're adding on, if you purchase 3 or more, so you can do 3 different startups, you get those privileges extended for 2 years, not just 1 year, 2 years. And you also, if you're choosing to want to purchase all 26 startups, so there's 25 plus a Founders Live NFT, you get a board observer seat. You're basically at the decision table for Founders Live, joining us, making decisions at the corporate level of where the future of Founders Live goes. It's really exciting. So you will get more information on this. We are just announcing this right now. we are also announcing the Startup Supporter Token. So this is another NFT. It's almost like, you know, when you're doing the laptop stickers, like this is I support startups sticker. It's an NFT. It's about, you know, $7 US roughly right now. So very affordable. And all the purchases, all the sales of these will go towards the crowdsourcing of the winners award that I talked about previously. You can buy as many as you want, but you can put these on, you know, you can put these, you can share these out on social media. You can, you know, put them on your website. You can really say, hey, I'm a Founders Live member, as well as I'm a supporter of startups. It's so cool. We're so excited. We're also announcing what's called a POAP, the Primetime POAP. POAP means proof of attendance. This is a small little token. It's free. These are free. And these are really essentially provided to you all as a proof of attendance. And you're going to hear a lot more about this, which basically means it's almost like a ticket stub. And with a ticket stub, what we can do as we release these to you, the attendees, as a proof of that you attended this event, we can start attaching utility to that token. So with NFTs in general, you want to think about, they're basically digital keys to get you into other things. And so that's what we're really building out here. So you, because you're here and you have attended and voted in the event, we're going to provide you for free. We're going to send you information, a free POAP that just gets you access to other things in the future. Feel free to collect them. We're going to do some raffles on these at the Livefest event, and they're really excited. Last thing I want to mention here, and this is really cool, we are releasing the Founders Live Day 1. This image was taken at the very first Founders Live event, March 28th, 2014. I launched Founders Live in Seattle, Washington. That was the very first picture of the very first event that now is spread all around the world. We've probably had almost 1,000 events around the world over the last almost 8 years. We are releasing this image in its pure form. It is the file that was taken as one of one. It's the only version in the world. And we are releasing this to the public. And actually, those numbers are a little wrong. So we're starting it at 11 ETH, which is equivalent now to a little more than $50,000. We're basically releasing this as a reverse auction. So it's going to start at roughly about $50,000, and it's going to decrease in value until someone snags it. You holding this token is essentially equal to what we would consider in our company as an investor. So you're now privy to our quarterly meetings, strategy meetings. You are at the decision table as well to make decisions, to influence the course of Founders Live. You're obviously holding something of value that will probably, if we continue to succeed, will increase in value based on the company succeeding. So we are releasing this to the public. It's just going to continue to drop in that price until someone wants to jump on it. We're going to release that actually next week on the 18th. We're so excited about that. Last thoughts here, and then we're going to get to the main show. But why is this important? I'm going to tell you why this is important. We have a global ecosystem and economy. You'll see how many countries are represented even for this event right now. How many different traditional fiat currencies are represented? So we couldn't, Famliday that's over in Spain, if Founders Live today wanted to invest in that startup that's presenting today, it would be very difficult because it's different currencies and there's a lot of regulations. And to even do business between countries is incredibly difficult. We need to equalize the financial access and economics of our global ecosystem. So we need a unified currency value exchange. And we're starting to look at that and build that out. So these tokens are not only a unified currency or at least value exchange, but we're looking to innovate around how we do that, which basically creates a much more fluid, more valuable global economy for the Founders Live community around the world. So join us in that expansion and growth. We're really excited. A lot more information is going to come out here in the next few weeks, and don't miss Founders Livefest, where we're going to drop these NFTs and make it so that you can jump on and grab a hold of this feature. We're so excited. Thank you all so much for that. It's so cool. It's so cool. And I'm going to bring up Elizabeth here to join me real quick. Elizabeth, what's going on?
What's going on? I'm super excited. You presented everything, and I'm excited to welcome our startups and start our pitching, because I believe that our audience is just waiting for this.
Oh, they are waiting, and we are excited to do that. So I'm going to bring up my slides real quick, just as to walk through what we are about to experience. I know we've been waiting, and we're so excited. So, you know, Elizabeth, here's where we're at. It is showtime, and we have a great lineup of founders to pitch. Look at that. Look at those cities, right? Like different countries represented. We got from, you know, Spain to Poland to India to the United States. This is truly a wild card week. You know, Elizabeth, as you know, the road to the primetime experience, you know, these founders have had to pitch at their city event, which you ran, you know, in Gdansk, Poland. They had to win at their event. They then went in through a qualification process, which some of you may be watching remember, and you watched their pitch video and you had to vote for them. We took the top of each region of the world, and they then qualified into this primetime event. So here we are. And this is how we vote. Okay. So we vote through a voting link, as well as you can scan that QR code. Feel free to do that now. We only count votes after all the pitches are complete. But there's also a link below this video box on YouTube. But after we hear all the presenters and we're going to hear 99-second pitches, as well as some questions from you all, we're then going to have a voting experience. As I said before, we are crowdfunding this award. So the winner of the Livefest event is going to receive cash, as well as, hey, the finalists are also going to receive a little bit. We're excited to announce that. So that winner's pot is roughly about $25,000 US, or up to. That will come from the sales of the NFTs there. And hey, you all, audience, guess what your job is? Your job is to type and ask questions. The beauty of Founders Live is when you all help us engage with these founders and ask them questions. So they're going to pitch, and then you'll hear their pitch, you'll watch it, but we want you to start typing and asking questions. There is the chat bar, the comment section. That's where the questions, you've already seen them pop up. You know, we've got some comments here. Let's see here. Just want to, they're just like that, right? We've got these comments, hi from Boston. There you go. So that's how you're going to ask those questions. All right. So please engage with us on those questions. So Elizabeth, are you ready?
Definitely, I'm ready. And are you?
I am so ready. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull you down there, and we are ready to hear from our first presenter, who is actually from Spain, the home country of Pepe, who we just heard from, and really excited to bring up Javier, and then Elizabeth. I will bring you up next when we hear from Sophia. Sound good?
Sure.
All right. Okay, so it is pitch time, and our first presenter, all the way from Madrid, Spain, we have Javier from Famliday, and really, really excited. Javier, we're here to have you, and please make sure you share your screen. We can grab your slides, and we will put those on screen. So excited here for you all. All right.
I'm on my way. 1 second.
Awesome. And so everyone, as we are getting ready here and excited to have Javier pitch, his information right there. If you have questions, like I said, use the comments for the questions. And look at that. We're so excited. Virsitour is so excited. We're going to hear from them soon. All right. Look at that. Okay. So Javier.
Yep.
Are you ready?
I am. Whenever you tell me.
Awesome. Hey, how about this? Whenever you are ready, feel free to start, and I'm going to drop right down very soon here. I'm going to drop down, and you can go ahead and start.
Okay, so ready. Hello, I'm Javier from Famliday. The project started when the two founders realized how difficult it was for parents with children to find the best options when planning their holidays or just where to spend a day out with their children. So this pain is that what we are trying to solve, this fear of failure of parents. Only in Spain, we have more than 8 million households with children, and all of them, most part of them, feel the same way. So who's helping them? Us, Famliday, the first platform specializing in family tourism made by and for families. In practice, we are a new OTA, online travel agency like Booking.com, with two verticals. We offer accommodation, and we also offer leisure and hospitality options for our customers, our users, in this case, families, which is our value proposition. We have an accurate selection of options with also a certification of them. And also we have our own search filters. And we also promote the user-to-user prescription with rewards. On the same way, for customers company, we support them in their sales strategy on niche segment, in this case, family with children. And we are also a digitalization tool for leisure and hospitality, small and medium companies. Finally, our main partner is Amadeus, and it's accelerating it, the worldwide leading travel technology company. Thank you.
All right, right on time, Javier. Great job. Thank you so much. This is great. All right, so everyone, questions. We want to hear from you. You should be wondering, thinking something about, want to know a little more about this startup. So, hey, Javier, I want to jump in a little more to that business model. And you're obviously, you're creating this for, so I'm going to tie in, I'm looking at a few here. I'm going to tie in the question around, who exactly is that target customer and what is that business model? Just spend a little more time talking about the pricing of that.
Cool. Do you want me to share the screen as well, again? Okay.
Yeah, feel free to jump on those slides again. And again, everyone, hey, we want to see your questions. Come on, everyone, please bring some energy. We want your questions. We want your energy. Here we go. Here we go. All right.
Yeah, so I have it. Well, we have three different ones. In this case, in the vertical of accommodations, we have two, which is a CPA revenue model. We have a commission. So we send direct sales to the hotels or other accommodations, and they pay us a commission. Or we have a second flow, which is a merchant model, which is that we purchase from bed banks, which they are called, like big investment funds that they have some accommodations. So we purchase directly from them, so we resell them to the final customer. And speaking about leisure and hospitality, we have a problem because, it's a very not digitalized sector. So depending on what kind of activity, what kind of restaurant, what kind of establishment we are dealing with, we offer them a different business model, a revenue model.
Oh, very good. Very good. Thank you. All right. Matt has a question. How did you pivot during the pandemic, and how quickly were you brainstorming ideas on this pivot? So obviously in Spain got hit definitely pretty difficult, pretty hard and strong initially. What did you do to shift and pivot, especially during that pandemic?
Well, the truth is that Famliday was born after the pandemic. So it was an idea that I had because I realized how many people were suffering the same problem, but looking for vacations, families. So I did my backlog, and I my design thinking and all these tools that I used to create the project during the pandemic. And last summer we started with the software development. So we can say that Famliday, it's a consequence of the pandemic. And the good point that we have is that we are born with the new tendency, with new trends. So I think this is a good strength of us. And also because some of our competitors, they are suffering because of the pandemic. So we have more free space for us to fill in.
Ooh, interesting. We're going to come back to that, but Matt actually has a follow-up. How are you planning around the resurgence of face-to-face business and then competition? So maybe even talk a little bit about those competitors that you mentioned earlier.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Actually, I have this, which is our benchmarking map, we can say. So our idea is that we have own filters. We want to have a very specialized product. So this is one of our main, let's say, key points. And also because we know that Booking.com and some other competitors, they invest a lot in marketing. They invest a lot in customer acquisition. So that's why we're trying to have an organic growth strategy, and mainly with three variables. The first one with the influencer, the family tourism influencer marketing, and also with some user-generated content. And finally, helping the customers with this user-to-user prescription with rewards, which is our growth hacking strategy. So this is how we are planning to compete with this Booking.com, Expedia, and so on.
Got it. Thank you. All right. I think we have room for maybe one more question here. Cool. And let's go with any financial projections, or how has your models revised as a result? We just lost Javier, so hopefully he jumps back in here. Javier, please, if you can hear us, if you can see us, please hopefully come back. We might have lost him there. So, we're gonna go ahead and move up. I think.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, I read the question. It's that we are we think the pandemic it's not going away yet, but we are little by little recovering the last normality. So the truth is that our only forecast, our only scenario is that things are going to be better, and everyone says the same. So we are not planning or we're not doing any forecast thinking about lockdown again or being stuck at home again.
Yeah, well, good. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry for
this. No problem. I was like, where'd he go?
No, I'm here.
The beauty is we can pop back in. But Javier, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, and glad for you to be part of this.
Thank you.
All right. So, Javier, if you can still hear us, just stay in this room. You're all good in that back room there. So congratulations. Great job. And we are now moving on to our second presenter. We're now shooting from over there in Spain. Now we're going over into Poland. We're excited to have Sofia Renteria from Upmedic, and so excited here. Sofia, welcome to the show. Welcome to Primetime. Get your slides ready. We will pop those on when you can. But we have got Sofia Renteria.
Hi.
Welcome to Founders Live Primetime Wildcard event. Awesome.
Thank you.
So excited here.
It's amazing to be here with you.
Absolutely. And I'm going to bring on Elizabeth from Poland as well.
What a surprise. Yes, and Sofia is half Latino, half Polish. So it's like, it was nice transition from Spain to Poland. So it was really nice. And yes, I was honored to have Sofia presented Upmedic during Founders Live Gdansk this year. And her pitch was amazing. And I'm sure that she's going to nail it this time as well. I don't want to make any spoiler with what it's about Upmedic, but they do really great things. They keep winning different startup competitions. So we are happy you are here, Sofia. And Nick, are you going to count the time, or shall I do it?
I've got the time. I got it right here. We're ready, and I'm going to jump off. but I'll allow you both to kind of have the last words. And then Elizabeth, I'll just remove you as well. So good luck.
Okay, Sophia, how are you feeling?
I'm good, a bit nervous, even though I've already done it a few months ago, but still, it's always a little bit of stress before that.
Listen, you look amazing. So stress is okay, but it's not going to kill you. Just whenever you're ready, just start it, and Nick in the background is going to count your time. We are with you.
Perfect. So thank you for all those kind words and introducing us here, and I'm ready. Thank you. So hi everyone. We are a startup based in Poland, and we believe and we believe healthcare needs precision and order. Upmedic is here to make clinicians' lives easier. It all started with our founders who wanted to help their neighbor radiologist in improving her efficiency. However, it turned out not to be an isolated case. Actually, as you can see, 66% of radiologists' time is spent on paperwork and reports creation. After a thorough research, we decided to focus on structured text, NLP, and machine learning as best methods to address this problem. We got rid of typing on keyboards by the use of templates that are like a to-do list, making sure that every organ visible in the image is described using standardized terminology. We've also run tests with our clients that showed a 70% reduction in time necessary to prepare a head MRI report. So what makes us different? Well, as you can see, we offer a comprehensive set of features useful for radiologists. Also, our system is highly customizable. It's perfect for standard as well as complex cases of reporting. And additionally, it all has been tested already on the Polish market. Also, our great asset is our team that have complementary skills and experience from IT, business, and medicine. However, this is all just the beginning. We've launched our product and our business last year, and we also got our first clients then. We've also participated in international accelerators. But this year, we've already acquired new clients, new business partners, and an investment. So currently, we're working on developing our product and also on expanding it to other specializations so that within a year's time, we can offer it to different clinicians in Poland and abroad. So if you think you could help us make clinicians' lives easier, just let me know. Thank you.
You were amazing.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much, Sophia, for your wonderful presentation. And I'm just wondering what did happen since our last pitching competition?
Sure. Well, I think the most exciting part is the investment that actually we didn't even took into consideration those few months ago. So this is a really pivotal thing for us. Crucial thing. So now we can focus fully on developing the product and also on expanding it to other specializations. So we are just like within weeks' time, we're gonna start research on and also interviews with other specialists. We've also grew our family because our company is getting bigger. So we're also welcoming new employees, new coworkers. And we've also launched new partnerships, and we started to value more and more cooperation instead of competition, and we see how crucial it is to see that potential in other businesses and other people.
Yes, before we go to the question that is on the screen, I'm just curious about, because you mentioned something about business partnership. So can you tell us a little bit more about it? What kind of companies are interested in you?
Sure. Actually, it's a very cool question because I think last time it was here as well, but we weren't able to say yet who's our business partner, and now we have already few on board. So first of all, it's IBM, thanks to which we have we are compliant with HIPAA, and they are our business partners in terms of technology and cloud. Also, we are running pilots with insurance companies in Poland because based on our system, we're also developing algorithms for data analysis, medical data analysis. And also, last but not least, the startups that are telemedical platforms, and not only. And actually, by the end of this month, we are having a webinar with Doc Planner, the first Polish unicorn. So if you want to join, you're more than welcome. We will be soon posting information about it on our social media.
That's wonderful. So Matt, there was a question before. What's your business model? And then I think we can go to Matt.
Sure. So shortly, not to take too long. So business model, it's license based, and we have different plans in terms of like divided by the features that are available for our clients. Also, if it's a B2B or B2C clients, it also depends a little bit, but for the basic model, it's 150 euros per month. So we've calculated that more or less with our system, our most experienced clients can easily earn like 350 euros per hour. So actually, within like a little bit more than half an hour, they can pay back our system. So yes.
That's really great. Yes, and Matt's question about possibilities and difficulties of taking this international. But I think your client IBM is international, right?
Yes.
Well, so if you could cover this question.
Well, I would say possibilities and difficulties. Difficulty is always to understand the other market. We are aware of our competition in certain markets, but actually it's still kind of an unexplored land. So for now, we see more possibilities than difficulties. It's more about contacts, I would say, and reaching out, those first moments, first contacts, to reach out to someone. So if there is anyone who can help us in getting those contacts, we will be more than happy to get in touch with you.
Sure. Yes, so there is last question. Can you elaborate on advantages of the system for doctors?
Sure. So as I said, like it's very it's very effective. As I've mentioned in the pitch, we've run tests with our clients. So there is like at least they are faster at least 3 times with the reports creation. So this is also, directly affecting their earnings, but this is for freelance radiologists. But also when speaking with our B2B clients, for them, what is the value is that with the limited amount of radiologists available, for example, in the Polish market, with 1 radiologist, they have the productivity of 3 radiologists. So, it depends from the perspective, but this can be the advantages.
That's wonderful. And lastly, how can we help you? What are you looking for now?
I would say contacts. So like contacts to potential clients, to specialists from other, medical specializations who are eager to experiment with new technologies, and to startups who are curious to get in touch and cooperate with other startups.
Thank you. Great job, Sophia. Upmedic, so great. Thank you all. And hey, a little quick plug. We had a podcast interview a little while ago with your co-founder. And so everyone check that out as well on our podcast. So great. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, stick around. So good. And thank you, Elizabeth. We're going to remove you as well. Oh, we continue forward, everyone. Here we are. We're marching forward, and we are excited to have now, we're jumping over to the United States. We are so excited to go local to Nashville, Tennessee in the United States. We have Debbie Garcia here. Debbie, if you can hear me and you've got your slides here, I can see you. You are awesome. Debbie, welcome to the show. Welcome to Primetime Wildcard event.
Hey, Nick.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
Doing well. How's Nashville? Little soft spot there. I miss it. Already.
Yeah, it's great to see you again, even though last time I saw you, you were live in Nashville, but this is really cool. This is my first time presenting virtually, which I absolutely love doing. So I'm really excited to tell everyone about Virsitour.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm noticing, okay, your video was kind of pausing there for a second, but I think we're good. We can hear you.
Okay.
So whether your video moves or not, we're going to continue here, and let me see something here. I'm gonna pull you off and pull you back on because I'm noticing that the video is paused. But are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. I think what we're gonna do is, let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna remove her real quick. Let's see. All right, so she is gonna pop back in, and we're just gonna take a bit of a pause. We're saying we're gonna woo. Let's hear it for Debbie here. Let's hear it for Virsitour. She's gonna pop back in, and we're so excited. I do want to shout out as we're gonna take a little pause here. We're gonna shout out again our partners and sponsors. Now CFO. We did not hear from Now CFO. We heard from Now Capital Partners, but we just want to give a shout out to Now CFO. Feel free to check them out, nowcfo.com, to be able to, get them, check out what they offer. They offer great, great accounting and help with finances, and you can find them in our attendee package, which we'll share in the notes. We got Debbie back here. There she is. And she's going to pull up her slides again right there. Debbie, how are you doing? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome.
Don't know
So,
what happened there.
yeah, just so you know, the camera is not moving really well, but hey, it's fine. We can hear your pitch, and we want you to just jump in. We'll have you pitch. The great thing is audio is fine. If audio is trouble, we would be in trouble. But let's just have you jump in and pitch, and then we'll see where we're at after your pitch. Does that sound good?
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. All right. So we are going to go on whenever you're ready. You can just jump in, and I'm going to just drop off here. Okay.
All right. All right, everyone. The last 20 months have been a dumpster fire for all of us, but especially the meetings and events industry. And I'm a meeting planner, so I know firsthand. Even before the pandemic hit, the events industry was at a tipping point with frustrations on both sides. Too little of everything. Time, money, and travel challenges were top of mind. Then the world went into crisis mode with shutdowns in 2020 into 21. Virtual became the rage with worldwide adoption. Suppliers and planners were insisting on new ways to connect and book events for the future. Digital engagement became critical. Clients are 130% more likely to book a place that offers a virtual site tour. And with internet users relying on virtual views in the decision-making process, it was time for a new way to venue source. Virsitour is the solution, a dramatic shift in finding and booking event and meeting space. It's a platform that bridges planners and supplier via virtual site tours and more. Virsitour is easy to use. Planners search for destinations, view options with virtual site tours, compile a favorites list, send their request for proposal, and connect with their selected favorites right on the platform. Our audience is huge with hotels, resorts, convention centers, and venues that can list with us, and event planners use it for free in every sector worldwide to venue source around the globe. The market size for hotels alone is over 1 million properties and 20 times that among potential listers. And in just the last 60 days, we have signed a major hotel chain with over 7,000 properties worldwide and have commitments from 2 virtual content providers to give us over 100,000 virtual tours. So please vote for Virsitour.
Awesome. Great job, Debbie. Great job here. And we can hear you perfectly. So we're just going to continue to roll here, and you're all good. You're all good. So we have our, the first question that we're going to go with here is, talk to us a little bit about your ideal customer. You're in the hospitality industry, you're in the tourism industry, obviously. Talk to us about, you just mentioned a great big partner and customer. Talk to us a little bit about your ideal customer.
Sure. We have 2 ideal customers. First, we need to sign on hotels, venues, convention centers. Those are the people who are paying. So those are ideal customers, as well as convention visitors bureaus who put us in touch with all of the people in their own community. So you're talking about, like in Nashville here, we have the CVC who represents all the hotels and venues and the convention center. We get them on board. They introduce us to all of the hotels and venues in the area, and then we get them to sign on the hotels and properties. The other way is to get large hotel brands like we just did with 7,000 worldwide. So we're kind of going at it in different ways where we can get hotel chains that represent tons of hotels across the globe, and then also pinpointing cities and towns across the world that can get full on communities on board as well. And then on the other side, the people using the platform are the event and meeting planners. So we have event and meeting planners all over the world. Shout out to everyone right now at IMEX. Hope you guys are having fun. IMEX is a huge trade show going on right now in Vegas. That is how we know this industry is coming back. But a lot of people couldn't make it because of different things that are getting in the way of our lives. But those are our two main customers.
Got it. So we have Buzz It, and that's probably John. So good to see you, John. Thank you for being here. Are you looking for on-site and hybrid engagement solution partners? And maybe just describe that a little more when now, especially because of the pandemic, things really went the hybrid virtual. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Talk to us a little bit about how Virsitour wants to play in that space is hybrid and in combination with on-site.
Absolutely. So the main purpose of Virsitour at first was to get people back in person. But we also found that the virtual and hybrid space was not being represented. They were completely underrepresented. So I think about a in-person or any sort of event is any sort of platform, as well as an engagement solution like Buzzit, is where we have virtual and hybrid solutions actually listed on the site as well. So when you go to our website, it actually asks you, it's like a choose your own adventure. Do you want an in-person? Do you want a hybrid? Or do you want a virtual experience? And we have a lot of different virtual partners right now between AV partners, virtual platforms, entertainment solutions. That is one thing that we did not discuss in this presentation, but that is an offshoot of Virsitour that we are bringing that so we can help planners right now go from virtual to hybrid to in-person.
Very good. That's awesome. That's awesome. So Luis has a question around, how do you compare to established competitors, or maybe even talk a little bit about your competitors, such as PeerSpace, if you're familiar with them. But what does that competitive landscape look like?
Well, our biggest competitor has been in the game for a while. So, and they're mostly an RFP or a request for proposal management. So there's a lot of hotels listed on it. And then the event planners can go in and create the request for proposal and send. And we have a lot of different places like that are directories and marketplaces. But what we're doing is bringing the virtual site tour aspect to it. So there are a lot of established people doing that one-on-one, bringing the request for proposals out. But what we're doing is allowing qualified leads to get into the hands of salespeople at hotels and venues and other services. And what that means is being able to showcase what a property looks like instead of the second half. So we kind of flip the script in a way, is that what everyone else is doing is like, send me your leads and we're going to schmooze you. What we're doing is putting it a little bit back on the planner, saying, take a look at this place, compare the notes. We have all the listing material, but not just a virtual site tour. It's photos, it's information, specification sheets. It's everything you need to make a decision in order to send a qualified lead onto the salespeople at these hotels and venues.
Got it. Got it. Hey, and we got a last question here, and I'm going to pop up here. Matt, Matt asks, that's a longer question, but the meat of it is actually, how will you focus on smaller retailers and restaurants to get them on board and not have them get left behind, especially when, it's easy to just focus on the big ones, but always these smaller venues, just, how are you going to help them out?
Well, first of all, that was a huge, huge deal for me because I do know how much the competitors cost. We are keeping our pricing very, very low. Literally one booking pays for us. Our highest plan is at $199 a month, which is $2,400 for the year for anybody who wants to have our highest plan. And then we move down from there. We also have complimentary plans that are actually going to be our Black Friday deal. So surprise everyone, Black Friday, we're giving away complimentary basic plans where it doesn't have your virtual site tour on it, but you can move up to it if you have people reaching out to you. An email will come to you saying people are requesting a virtual site tour, but you're still included on the RFP process. The difference between us and other booking sites is those are usually for your B2C. We're a B2B. So we are mostly in the event planner space, which we're looking at large conferences, anything over groups of 10. So someone like a booking.com or Expedia is not technically our competition because we're not booking individual rooms. We're booking blocks of space with meeting space across the globe. So meeting planners don't have to travel so much in order to see a space to book for their large events.
Very good. Well, again, important, having pricing and really offerings for various sizes of venues and establishments. So important. And for my time in Nashville, I know you're in the right city, in the right community to launch this. So thank you so much, Debbie. Absolutely. So good to see you again.
You too. Thanks, Nick.
All right. So cool hearing from the United States. And then, hey, we are now jumping all the way over to the country of India. We're so excited to now have FundingX. We've got Yash here from FundingX. You get ready. Here we go. We're bringing Yash on. And FundingX coming from Bengaluru, India. So excited here. We launched in India recently in the summer. And now here we are. Yash, what's going on?
Hi, Nick.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good to see you again. Excited to have you and your team a part of Founders Live Wildcard Week. You've earned it. You're here. And, how you feeling today? And by the way, was it tonight, tomorrow? What time is it over there in India?
It's 1:11 a.m.
Yeah. So look, this is dedication, everyone. This is what it's about. They're staying up all night to, participate and be a part of Founders Live. And so cool, man. So, hey, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right. So I'm gonna drop down. You just start whenever you're ready, and we will rock and roll.
Sure. Shall I start? Okay, I'm starting.
Yes.
So,
Yash, you just start whenever you're ready. I'm gonna drop.
Okay. Team FundingX welcomes you. Earlier, we used to create innovative products during our college, but what stopped us from getting the product in the market was the high cost of marketing, huge initial investment, and validation of the product. Then, we went to Kickstarter and Indiegogo, but they allow starters from very few countries, and ours is not one of them. Thus, FundingX was born. The solution is an assured reward-based crowdfunding platform. Here, startups can get early adopters and pre-orders for their product. Next, they are allowed in our Pitchx platform, where we introduce them in our investor network for raising funds. They even get to validate the product by getting suggestions and feedback, even before mass manufacturing of products, which save them time and money. Registering a startup on FundingX is free of cost. This is our competition analysis. We offer assured rewards, add-on services, affiliate system, and investor network, which are not provided by any of the competitors nationally or globally. Till now, we have onboarded 18 startups, out of which 6 are software-based and 12 are unique, innovative hardware startups. Our clients are very happy as they were able to get huge boost and were able to market their product easily with us. We also helped our startups raise money through our investor network. This is our business model, with our first source of revenue as commission, wherein we take 5 to 12% of the total amount raised, depending on the plan chosen by the startup. Second being the add-on services, and third, the ad revenue. So I am Yash, and with me Sahaj, and we both are the co-founders of FundingX. Thank you.
Great job, Yash. This is awesome. Very, very exciting. And you were within the time. So great. Perfect, man. All right, everyone, we want your questions. Look, this is a rewards-based crowdfunding platform in India. So what I want to ask initially is, I have a few questions on this, but what are the competitors? Talk to us about your competitors and why you chose to really launch this product in India. Like, why not just Kickstarter?
Basically, Kickstarter and Indiegogo are the two major global competitors we have. They only allow startups from few countries. It's actually 14 countries, and India is not one of them. So basically, we thought of running a startup like this for the Indian and other countries which are going to expand in future.
So you're saying, when I heard your pitch initially, one thing that really stuck out to me was, there's 1.2, 1.3 billion people in India. And obviously, as the country continues to mature and, internet continues to grow, mobile continues to grow, the opportunity is pretty big to serve that market. I can tell you that right now.
India is the second country having the largest startup boom in the world.
Right. Yeah. And so that leads to, do you have any customers, talk to us about the projects, or at least I'll wrap Luis's question with even, one of the things that we were thinking here is, what are your ideal projects? What type of customers or ideal projects would FundingX be a great option for?
For FundingX, actually, we only serve B2C companies. So like B2C hardware companies and software as service. So like, for example, Netflix, we have Netflix. It's just an example. So if we have Netflix, which provides it's subscription-based software, like we have movies to watch for it. So basically, we can provide that as a perk on our platform.
Very good. Very good. And, Rashil asks, how are you going to scale? Talk to us a little bit about the plan of scaling, even within India. What are your ideas, or how do you plan on taking this to the next level?
So basically, we will start from the beginning. By beginning, I mean from the school itself. We as adults, we have our mind biased by the system. So young students don't have that biasing. So the innovation takes place there itself. So we are going to start from the schools. We are going to tie up with them and get their ideas pitched up. Next, we are going to collaborate with hardwares and accelerators and incubators. So we will able to basically provide much innovative products on our platform. Next, we are going to collaborate with influencers to market the product. This is how we are going to scale.
Oh, perfect. Great. And, I think that there's a lot of organizations and partners that you can work with, not just in India, but around the world. So really, I'm really excited to see how that unfolds there. So Matt's got a question here, and it's going to cover my head, so I'm going to read it, but, there I go. How do you handle startups that game the system and never release the product advertised, or give a level of customer service substandard to your own, which is a reflection on your company by association? So basically what we're talking about here is, do you have mechanics in place to make sure that the right company, that what they promise they deliver, and if not, it's a reflection on FundingX? So how do you handle that?
So this is the major hurdle that we faced. So we tried to solve it in basically dividing the thing into two parts. First is FundingX, second is PitchX. FundingX is basically the front end for selling the product initially, and second is the PitchX for getting the investors. So basically what exactly happens is, if we have a seller, vendor with his products on a platform, he will get all the pre-orders initially. And once he raises his goal, all the money is going to be kept with the FundingX. Next, he will be going to the level 2, that is the PitchX, where we introduce him to our investor networks. So basically, he's going to raise the investment from our investor network. And then when he delivers the product after the manufacturing, we will transfer all the money we have with FundingX to the startup.
Got it. So, So that's the key, right? Is having the right mechanics in place so that you're really having projects be fulfilled. You have happy customers, and you have happy users that funded those projects, and everything works. So, hey, Yash, I want to thank you so much. Great job, and hey, keep working. You guys are doing great, and we appreciate you being a part of the Founders Live Primetime Wildcard event.
Thank you so much, Nick.
Awesome. All right. So great. So cool to hear from them. They're doing some great stuff and all that. All right. We are bouncing back to the United States for our final presenter. Today, we are hearing from NurtureTalk. We have Emily Sylvester here from NurtureTalk. We're going to bring Emily up. She's got her slides already shared. And from Boston, Massachusetts, in the United States, Emily, welcome.
Hello. How is everybody?
Good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It is not midnight here. So,
no. So I'm gonna bring Elizabeth back on here, and she's gonna lead you into this pitch. But I just want to say hi, and it's awesome to see you here and hear about your amazing startup. But I'm going to say bye-bye, and we've got Elizabeth here all the way from Poland. So she can say hi to you, and we'll get you guys teed up. And then, hey, whenever you're ready, you can start. All right.
Hi, Emily. How are you?
I'm great, Elizabeth. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much. I've heard that you won Boston Founders Live competition. So congratulations. You're doing really amazing thing. And I'm sure that all moms appreciate what you're doing. I will just do a little bit sneak preview that most of the moms have some problems, and they know that feeding is not always easy, but I know that you created some amazing solution for that, and I will be very happy. Not only me, but our wonderful audience would love to hear more about this. So whenever you're ready, I'm sure that Nick is going to pop up when your time is going to be over. So whenever you're ready, just start your pitch.
All right. Thank you, Elizabeth. So there are 4 million babies born in the U.S. each year. 50% are eligible for Medicaid insurance for low-income families, where these babies have more feeding challenges because, unfortunately, they are more likely to be born prematurely or low weight as compared to babies of higher income. The problem is affordable baby feeding help at home is unreliable for hard-to-feed babies, and reliable infant feeding help is expensive. My name is Emily Sylvester, an infant feeding expert and founder of NurtureTalk. NurtureTalk is the first ever on-demand, HIPAA-secure nutrition care mobile app for all baby feeding needs. We are a B2B and B2C subscription service. Any mom will be able to access nutrition tracking, preventative monitoring, evidence-based products, and daily coaching from dietitians as the only licensed experts in mom and baby nutrition healthcare. Product market fit is established with our 6-month clinical trial through 5,500 HIPAA-secure phone messages using one staff. Breastfeeding success and mom feeding confidence were doubled for users. Our software engineers have experience as the first to build HIPAA-secure messaging for Amazon Web Services, and I have partnership with over 5 sales channels, such as breast pump and medical device companies, so we can go to 5.3 million in revenue with 50% service margins in 24 months. I'm seeking pre-seed investors to join me and build this solution for baby feeding equality, because in the words of Winston Churchill, there's no finer investment for any community than putting milk into babies.
That was wonderful, Emily.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. So I can see that this year you're making clinical trial, right?
Yes, we just finished our clinical trial and we're working on disseminating the data and publishing currently while I fundraise to build the next steps in the service.
Okay, so what would be the next stage on your plan?
Yeah, so the next stage is I have put no money into tech so far. I use a contracted out HIPAA secure app that had basic capabilities to prove this out and prove that moms, one, wanted it, the healthcare system wants it, and it's useful and increases healthcare outcomes. Now I brought on a team of software engineers, as I said, who are very experienced in this space, and a team of business professionals so that we can all come together and bring this to as many moms as we can, using a technical solution for a huge healthcare problem.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. And we have a question like, tell us a little bit more about B2B model.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this. And this is really what differentiates us too in this system. So I'm solving problems in three key pillars in this niche. So obviously moms that need help and families that need help, the healthcare system that needs help following moms after they leave the hospital and gathering information as they come to their appointments that are usually 20 minutes long or scheduled for 20 minutes. And then in the industry partners such as breast pumps, bras, bottles, nipples, they also can fit into this because we are the experts that should be recommending these products as it relates to certain circumstances with feeding. And so partnering with those in the industry is great for revenue and great for helping moms with products that they actually need.
That's wonderful. You're doing a really great thing. And yes, so a question from Luis. How are you willing to reach your new customers?
Yeah, so that's where B2C and B2B comes in. We have a great brand that we're building to reach moms as the most down to earth and professional and experienced help for feeding, right? And so that's where social media comes in and branding with products in the industry and really reaching them there. And so they can sign up for the service on their own via the App Store. And then the B2B is jumping on to other products, saying, hey, when you buy this product, they're a strategic partner of ours. You get this service for free with upgrade capabilities. That's how we're really looking to build and scale.
That's great. Wonderful. So another question from Jessica. How are our dietitians different than others?
Yeah, that's a great question. And so dietitians go through pretty much medical nutrition training that is very intense. So we are licensed under the healthcare system to be reimbursed and work in hospitals for medical nutrition therapy. This is a lot different than a nutritionist. This is different than other specialty fields that are all useful. However, we are overarching to talk to moms about things like bottle feeding, pumping, and formula feeding and breastfeeding, because the ultimate goal is breastfeeding, correct? But it's never black and white. There are always things that happen in between.
Okay, so we've got last question. You talk about B2B. And what about B2C revenue model?
Yeah, so currently I was testing with a month-to-month plan. Moms signed up for the unlimited 24/7 texting service on a month-to-month subscription, right? When we build the app, we are gonna have a one-time fee to sign up for the app usage. You get to subscribe for the app, use it unlimited for a one-time fee, and that's the tracking, that's the one-way coaching, and then there's an upgrade for a fee per week, a weekly fee, right, to upgrade to one-on-one two-way coaching, video chat, and monitoring data. And so that's really our B2C subscription. We want to be the ones they go to track and to see and to feel good with the capabilities to say, I need help, or I think I need help, I'm going to reach out.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. It was wonderful. So we crossed our, fingers for your software developers to make really good job and all luck.
Great job, Emily. So great. Yeah. Love, very interesting idea and well needed in the world. This is an industry and space that needs innovation and help. So thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right. So we're going to drop you off here for a second. And Elizabeth, guess what time it is?
Are we selecting the winner?
It is time to vote, everyone. We are now finished with the pitches. We've had the Q&A. It is now time to vote. We're going to take a few minutes. We're going to take probably 5-6 minutes. You scan
I'm
that
gonna
code.
vote as well.
Yeah, you got it. We can all vote. We're gonna scan that code. There's also a link down below. We'll share the link in the voting or the chat as well. We're gonna share that link, but it's time to vote. Everyone here did such a great job on the pitches. My gosh, like all these different countries and different representations from all over the world, but we have to find who is going to move on to the Livefest event. So Elizabeth, we're going to hang out here and just chat a little bit as we then have the voting. So maybe from your side, what are your general thoughts right now? How do you feel? Like, what do you think? How do you think those pitches went? You know, like, what are your thoughts here?
You know, I think like all pitches, all founders, representatives, they were amazing. All of them, they had their 99 seconds. They didn't, increase. So congratulations. This is a definitely skill, and it takes, some time to practice. So congratulations to all of you. I'm really happy that we had wonderful panel guests from Poland, my wonderful ladies, and I'm super proud that our community grows and the women are more confident to participate in different events. And also thank you to you, Nick, that you really pay attention, like, okay, let's make sure that we have, diversity in our events. So this is, huge kudos to you that you really do care about it, because many people just talk and you walk your talk, right?
Yeah. Well, thank you on that. And, just some words on that as we are going through the voting here and just hanging out. But I've said this to our team a lot, and some of you that are listening can probably nod your head. But look, diversity is not easy. And, when you have options of people to bring on to the stage or have an interview or do whatever, it's easy to take the first one that might be there, the first option, and maybe the easy person to reach out to. Typically in my life, it could be a male. And what happens is diversity requires some effort, and that's what we do here at Founders Live. So I appreciate you saying that. And we just encourage not only all of our city leaders, but all of you watching, think about that. And whenever it's your time to be a leader and you make decisions, think about how diverse your website is. So if you look at your website, what do you see in terms of faces? I mean, those are the simple things that sometimes we overlook. You know what I mean? Just like, and I'm sure in Poland, it's not easy either, right? It's not easy to be like, hey, are we getting enough diversity in the way people look and the way people talk and what they represent? It's not easy because diversity might be a difficult thing in your society, just from a percentage population standpoint.
Yeah, with some of the countries, like you said, it's not really easy to get, diversity in your society. But the most important, I believe, it's, to be open and accept, right, that difference is. And it's really cool because it can bring so much good things in your team. So diversity is great. And Nick, if we have time, just tell me, how are you feeling about your event?
Yeah, well, thanks for putting me on the spot. I'm feeling really good. And just for y'all know, I'm going to do this for a second. We got the QR code right up there. If you still need to scan it, I'm feeling great about this event. This has been an incredible event. Wildcard is interesting because it's not geography associated, where the other primetime events were, regional, like, it was APAC or LATAM, the Latin America event, Africa. And so when you look at, it's interesting with Founders Live to put on events that are not associated with a region, like a city or a geography, we usually do cities in that way. And so, but we've really had a good time. And I thought the pitches were great and everyone came prepared. I just love it. It's Founders Live is fun. And I love how, we have city events. And so shout out for today, later today, we have a Nashville event, Founders Live Nashville. We heard Debbie, so I was there earlier this summer and we had the launch event. It was on a rooftop overlooking the river there in Nashville, and it's going to happen later today there as well. So awesome, excited for that today. But, it's amazing that we have the city level events, but now we have these events that are a higher in, capacity, and it's just so cool. Yeah.
That's great.
Okay.
So can you see already who is like hitting the first place or not yet?
We have some results in, and we're going to wait, just a few, maybe one more minute, but we are so close to finding out who the winner is today. And I'm so excited for that. We're about to announce it, but we have some results. It's between the first and the second place is not that close in the sense that it's probably not going to change here in the next 30 seconds. So, we're going to announce this here in a second, but how are you feeling? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, but maybe just remind to our audience, like what happened to the winner.
Yeah, good stuff. So we are going to flip through that real quick. And so our winner, who is going to receive, where are we at? I'm going to flip back on that. So our winner is going to receive, and actually we shifted this a little bit, that the whole entire package for the winner is $25,000, or for the presenters of the finalists is $25,000 US. The winner is going to get $13,000 US of that, and then all the other finalists are going to actually receive up to $13,000. And that's all. This is all from our NFT sales that are going to happen for the rest of the year. So we as a community and the world are going to crowdfund this prize. So up to $13,000 for the winner of LiveFest, but the winner today will receive up to $3,000 US simply for being a finalist in the LiveFest event. That is exciting. We are so pumped to have that. And we are now going to announce our winner of the Founders Live Primetime Wild Card event. And it is FundingX. Oh my gosh. From Bangalore, India. We're so excited to announce Yash and his team, FundingX. And we're going to bring Yash back up. He's right there. And before we do that, I just want to say, everyone, congratulations so much. All the presenters were incredible today, but we have Yash here. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my dear friends who stood up at late night at 1:30 a.m.
Dude, late night, you delivered, my man. Yash, so tell us how you feel right now on this event and this win for you.
I was a bit sleepy a little moment ago, but now I am totally awake and energetic.
Oh, look at this. Congratulations, FundingX. Matt says congratulations. This was a tough competition. Man, so good. So, tell us, what, I know it's just fresh, but how excited are you to now continue forward to the primetime event, the LiveFest?
Yeah, I will be joining there soon, and I'm very excited.
Oh, so good.
I think Yash is kind of, tripping, dreaming. He thinks that, okay, did I win, or it's a dream, So
yeah, it's feeling like that.
Is this really happening? Like,
exactly.
Yash, I'm so excited for you, and I'm proud of you guys, and really, really excited. So the journey doesn't stop. continue to refine that pitch. You have about 3 weeks to today, and here we go. Really, really excited. So final words, last words for you. I want to give you the stage.
So thank you everyone for voting for me. FundingX is actually the first venture that I started with my friend. He's actually my co-founder. We learned a lot working on it, and we have established a pretty much basic brand for it. We would like to work forward to spread innovative ideas in the world globally. And thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Congratulations. And we will see you soon. And hey, everyone. And I know it's late night for you, Yash. So if you need to get going, then that's cool. But we have, just for y'all to remember, we have the hanging out, chatting, networking. Feel free to stick around stick around and hang out. We have the chat session. But we want to congratulate you, and Yash, we're going to pull you down, but great job, man.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So I want to say congratulations to everyone, all the presenters here. I know it's not easy to not only get on stage and present, but it's there's one that moves on, and we just the world has to choose on that. So, but we congratulate you all for being here. And as you know, the journey is not over. You're going to get emails from us, all the finalists from all the Founders Live Primetime events. There's still more in store for you all. So stick around. Good stuff going to happen, especially with these company colors that we have for you. So pay attention. Everyone, you will receive a POAP, proof of attendance email from us. Grab that token. It's free. All right. In that little token, and again, back to my message around the NFTs. These are new things. I know it's weird sometimes. It's like, what are these? We are doing really cool things around these digital assets that we will provide you more access to things and value over time. So make sure you grab these things, and if you can, purchase these company colors. FundingX, they're now moving on to the final Livefest. They might build a great big company in the future. And if you're holding one of those limited NFTs, that might be a good idea. So last message here, expand.Founders Live. If you want Founders Live in your city or country, let us know. Expand.Founders Live. We thank all of our panelists. It was great to have the guest speakers today. Thank you, sponsors and everyone. And again, please stick around. And we have that. We have the chat.Founders Live and also Kumo Space. We're going to share that link in the chat. Kumo Space, we have a place where you can join in and video chat with others, hang out. Feel free to join in. If you go to chat.Founders Live as well, you're going to find that video link. But if you want to stick around, get on a camera, meet some people, not sure how many people are going to show up. And hey, if you need to get along with your day, that's great and that's cool. But feel free to hang out and chat. So with that, Elizabeth, final words here.
Oh, well, it was a really beautiful event. Very excited. And I'm happy and honored that you invited me to be your co-host. It's like 9 p.m. here. So it's also evening. And I'm really happy to connect with you if you're coming to Kumo Space. So I will be there hanging out. So if you would like to chat, let me know or see you there. So thank you so much. And yes, congratulations to all the founders. And I'm looking, we're right now, you have 85 cities. So we hope that we will reach 100 cities by the middle of the next year, maybe.
Oh, we can't wait. We will continue to grow. Founders Live will continue to grow, and we want to bring more. So next year for our primetime events, let's make these even bigger, even crazier than the primetime events were this year. So thank you. All right, everyone, we are going to sign off, but please hang out. If you can, click that link in the chat, Kumo Space, video chat. if you want to say hi. I'm going to jump in there for a while. It is our working day, so I at some point need to get back to our stuff, but I'll probably pop into that room in a few minutes. All right. Thank you so much.